want this.
show. Oh my god.
Maybe
Fuck.
now.
Alright, welcome to the Tattitude show. Where we talk about whatever the fuck we want, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I want to start like that.
No.
I'm trying to be positive. Yes, let's mention the elephant in the room. I am Burt Reynolds. Not really, but I am the president of the Burt Reynolds fan club. SmokingInTheBandit.com.
Pubes on my mic or something.
Think about where we want to start, maybe. You know what happens? We get all motherfucking talky on ideas of what the fuck we're gonna do.
Talk about it,
Yeah,
and
we talk
it
about
out.
what all we're gonna do, and then you put the camera on me, and I'm like, fuck, what was I gonna talk about? Yeah, I did go black. Got really gray. In case we're gonna talk about changes in our life. So, I think
At least you didn't get your face all stained up and ears and shit.
I Vaseline.
I was about to ask you if you
like Janet Vaseline
slugged
dog.
yourself.
Like this really deep fucking hairline I got going on. That motherfucker keeps going deep. I'm just going up with a mohawk. I'm pretty
See,
sick.
But when I do the like Vaseline on the forehead and the ears and shit, I'm like in the shower forever. I'm like, it ain't coming the fuck off. Like,
I
it
sat
just
there
goes so
rubbing
greasy.
alcohol because look, I got like the peach fuzzy ones in here, so that it didn't get fucking Vaseline on it. So I was sitting there with fucking rubbing alcohol, rubbing them bitches. I'm like, all right, I'll wear a hat. Hopefully, I can sweat it out in the middle of the night or some shit and get it on my pillow.
Yeah, my hair's like fucking pink and green and all types of fucked.
It's good versus evil.
That's what I said about shaving my head, and Dad's like, "You got a weird head." I'm like, I'm second guessing that. I'm probably gonna shave my head.
Yeah, you're like me. Don't shave it because it's a weird shaped head. And you know, some of your friends.
That's not the first time I heard that.
Yeah, and exactly. You know.
No. Okay.
Yeah, same me too. But like in the military, you don't get to make a choice. They shave your head, you're like, fuck. But like my dad, as soon as school was out, he set us boys on the porch and shave our fucking heads off. You know, so I want to have hair. And like when I was in the army, they do that too. They shave your head. So there's points in my life I had no choice to have hair. So that's where I'm like, I think I need some fucking hair in my
Hair,
life.
yeah.
You know, that's definitely regulation. So,
That's what you might go bald on top and still have the sides.
but
going
what
for
I
you.
luck on is Dad had a full head of hair. My thing's this fucking hat. You know, because half the time I don't want to do my hair and I get fucking lazy. So I'm like, fuck, man, it's hat day.
It's hat.
You know.
Me, I'm just like, I have a weird shaped head.
I
It's a
guess
hat.
what we could start on. I mean, all joking aside and some serious, because today I want it to be about show and tell. You know, like the shit we've been doing and working on. Because we have been working pretty hard.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know.
Especially during Christmas, like December and shit. I thought it was gonna be slow, but we were pretty fucking swamped with shit, doing shit, just running the shop.
I think
doing
our slow
side shit that
time
we
is
want.
now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll be doing gift cards and stuff, but I think our slower times right now until income tax. And that's the thing, dude. It's always been this fucking
Roller coaster, yeah.
yeah. Ooh, while you're making money, and then you're like, oh my god, I'm eating motherfucking bologna sandwiches.
Yeah.
You know? So I think you gotta love this shit. You know what I mean? I've been married to this shit for a while now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I only want to, I don't know, tattooing's fucking changed. You know? But at the same time, like, I want something good for us, you know? And, like, with the whole DeShong pushing the name like a logo, like a brand, you know? That's been a goal of mine since I think we started really pushing hard in 2006.
Yeah.
And we started out with DeShong Designs, where we were just working on DeShong, our fucking designs and shit we were drawing and putting out on the market that was our stuff. And since there's 3 DeShongs, I mean, that's in this idea.
Yeah, for now.
For now. But that's how we're starting it,
Yeah.
So I think it's one step at a time thing, and it is ups and downs. And hey, when it's down, we finally have time to make a fucking show.
Shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We couldn't
yeah.
make a show before that. And it's like, hey, Dad, you want to do a show? Oh, Trev. Oh, in case you haven't noticed, we're on the fucking couch today. Trev's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trev's not here today.
You're like the elephant in the room. My hair is black. Everyone's like, where the fuck's Trav? I'm only here for him.
So yeah, we're just shooting on the couch today, and it's relaxed. Figured we'd do some show and tell, because we've been busy tattooing, doing all this stuff, promoting and learning. I've been learning a lot of shit, dude. I'm so goddamn YouTube educated right now.
Yeah, well, that's what I feel like a lot of this year is going to be helping you with your shit and learning a lot more.
Well, it's us. We're all fucking, like
Yeah.
I said, us doing the 3D modeling now.
Mhm.
And
Well, that's what I'm saying. That shit takes a lot of fucking learning.
it's a lot.
Because when you was in here building that shit, I was like, holy fuck, how does anyone comprehend that shit?
I don't, dude. Thank
Yeah.
God for YouTube. Thank God for YouTube. But yeah, because I'm YouTube educated right now on so much
Yeah.
stuff. And I guess I got pissed off in a way because so many people were giving away tattoo shit on YouTube. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, you know what? Fuck you guys. You ain't even fucking doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If y'all want to jump in, then it's fucking, it's, what do they call that? I don't know what they call it. Anybody can fucking work. Hey, right to work.
Right to work.
So everybody has a right to it. So I and here's what changed my mind. Like with me getting into 3D printing and doing molding and replicating, and that way I can take my sculpture and my art and not sell one for $100,000, but I could sell 1,000 for $100.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying? And get it out there more. It's more affordable, more people will appreciate. So that's what I want us to do, because it ain't just me with ideas.
Yeah.
Pretty soon I'm going to be so fucking old and dead, and then that shit ain't going to matter. So my goal is to learn these things, us bounce it off each other as a fucking team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we're like, all right, boom, boom. Hey, I got a problem with this. Well, that's how we do it with tattooing. But with YouTube, I guess I digress. Why I got fucking excited with YouTube and upset with tattooers learning through YouTube for free. Now I see it. I'm learning every fucking thing I can about these new things that'll help my art. That I'm like, I can't be mad. If y'all gonna watch some fucking YouTube and learn how to tattoo, fucking do it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit no more.
Yeah. Well, in the long run, they will fucking fade away and shit anyways.
Yeah, it's like everybody. It's the gold rush, man.
Yeah.
Everybody get
it's
on the
equivalent
gold
for...
rush.
It's
So-
the male version of being a stripper, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's the
Yeah.
next best route. I don't need an
And you
education.
know
I
what?
just fucking... I can draw.
I can't hate because of the fact that, you know, what drove me into wanting to be a tattoo artist. I don't even know what the fucking right politically correct name is. I'm a tattooer first. I worked to become a tattoo artist, but I just think that's the thing is work on your thing, man. It evolves. You know what I mean? But so I can see where the people and younger kids, and it is a hype and everybody, but supply and demand.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, now we make toys.
we
and
make
other
toys.
cool shit.
And Baby Yodas. Look at that dope shit. Yoda Buddha, man. That's fucking glow in the
Duba.
dark. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. That was 3D printed in 9 hours. I printed that. So, yeah, now we're making our own toys. So, but yeah, I can see, like I was saying though, with people getting, I watch videos and it's all, hey, let me show you how to do this and tattooing.
Yeah.
That tattooing, like,
And like, it's cool that I don't know.
I don't know. Is
I don't know because the argument would be, well, at least then there's not as many shitty tattoos. That's what you think.
Look,
But people were taking this information not being hands-on with it, and then goes to be hands-on with it, and then fucks it up. You know what I mean? Because they think that they watched the video that they comprehend and can do
But the thing is
it.
that I'm learning by watching the videos is even me watching the videos and doing like how I have to apply to my machine and do what I gotta do doesn't mean I can do it as well as the ones that know.
And that's the thing that,
You
like,
know?
the videos that they would only be watching is how to tattoo. There's more than just how to tattoo. You know what I mean? You gotta know how to set up, know how to fucking put a machine together, know how to get a stencil made
even the way
any which way you do.
Say you use a fucking dildo and a Cheyenne or whatever the new tip is of the day, you know? That you ain't got to tune a machine like you had to anymore. It was like being a rock star and you had to tune that fucker every time, because I'm going to tattoo for 8, 10 hours, 12 hours today, depends what walks through the door, and my machine's got to keep up. That dildo I got, every time I pick it up, it runs exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't even have to tune it. I just change out tips.
You don't have to.
Yeah, so that makes me more
doing what
efficient.
you're
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I gave up a lot of my old ways and beliefs because I was really married to the idea of oil to the coil. I mean, it's kind of I love the coil machines. I respect the traditional and history of it. But look, I got a YouTube channel with my son.
And the history
You know what I mean?
of hand pokes, because hand pokes is so cool that we're bringing that back.
Yeah, for
Talking
sure.
about old school machines.
Well, because there's so many styles of things, and I don't know, dude. I think the word tattoo is very broad, and there's Japanese and Samoan and Americana and hand poke. I mean, before the electric machine, they were all motherfucking hand poke. Do you know what I mean? Modern primitive. And because the machine is so much, they're like, everybody got a fucking machine now. But very slowly they're going back in reverse, and they're making hand poke into a style of stipple. And, you know, I seen some stuff that, I could do with a machine in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, some line work that probably takes somebody fucking 2 hours to hand poke a line of whatever the subject is. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. It's just definitely a different time that we're in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, let's figure it out. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to do this shit regardless. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But in order to do it, we got to have people buy stuff and get tattooed. And that's the big thing about today. I wanted to do some show and tell because we have not done anything for... What was our last show? What was our last show?
Maybe longer than that.
Yeah.
So 2 months. Yeah.
So show and tell. While I'm going to show you some of my stuff. I also got a cool thing. Did you pick your battery things in your machine? So while I'm talking to them about some of my toys that I've been working on, I want you to talk about your cool-ass battery toy. Because I think that's something, like I said, the innovation of tattooing. It's just things are going quick. Will you grab my Ego, too, also, please? The red and black one all the way back. Yeah. Because I'd like to show and tell on this thing. I love this thing. I don't know if they call these reviews because I'm fucking going to be 47 this month. And this fucker's here. They're the one that keep me up to date. What's cool and what's not. You know what I mean? What do you need?
Your thing. I think you're in.
No. I just want to talk about this Ego because I hope Ego sends me another one of these fucking switches, dude. They're nice. Ego, if you hear me, red and black and white are my shop colors. I really love this. I heard you have my buddy got the second version of this, and dude, this that's the shit right there. Al's got a really cool setup with his. I mean, this is the cat's meow. If I travel or I do anything, it's all. So to me, the coils, I'm like, yeah, little coil. I guess I'm cheating on a bitch. You know?
I don't know. I'm kind of half and half on these batteries. And, like, I see why, but then I kind of see a lot of more negatives as I'm using it. You know what I mean? The idea of it sounds super cool, but the one I got was shit.
And that's the thing.
Like, well, it ain't shit, but the idea is super cool, but the design and what I went with was, like, these last, like, 2 hours each. I got 2 of them.
2 hours each?
Backups.
Wait, they only last 2 hours each?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 4 hours, too.
And that's
but I
you
can
running
tattoo non-fucking stop.
Full power or, like, half, or, like, what?
I think it starts to die down after a while.
Now, the reason being, too, you don't know. Now, here's the
I don't
thing.
know. I haven't really ran it out long enough, honestly.
I
Because I end up just switching out or something. Like,
I don't know the
just be
name
safe.
brand of these.
I have no idea either.
So, depending what company that puts these out, they might have an 8-hour lifetime on another brand because this company.
But that's what I'm saying. These were like $35, super cheap. It was like the cheapest. They had ones for like $60. A lot smarter idea the way that they plug in. Because the main thing was this, the way that it plugs in. An extendo ain't bad, but as you're tattooing, this part just wiggles, stops.
As you're whipping
and whatnot. It's cool, but there's only 3 settings. And then you gotta tap it like that.
Man, you can tattoo out in the wild.
Yeah, so that's the cool part. If you have a big enough station where you
station
can walk
shit,
around
we're breaking out the VW van and we're hitting the road. And
just stand on the
we
corner
don't need power. We don't need power. We got power right here. This is power. I got the power.
But I mean, like, there's super cool things about it, but then there's like, fuck, I gotta charge them, keep them charged. You know what I mean? I'm fucking forgetful. I forget
There's
to charge
an upside and downside to them. I think they're cool. I'm waiting for
definitely.
you to
well, the
tell
cords
me
and
what
the
you think
length, and then trying to set up your station. If you have your station set up a certain way, and then you got cords hanging everywhere, it looks like a fucking mess. It eliminates shit, makes it a little bit cleaner, makes you have more length.
I guess
especially if you're leaning over somebody. You don't got a cord rubbing across them and shit and getting in the way.
I admire that. I think that's fucking cool. But in a way, I'm like, my leash only goes so far. I'm like, okay, that's cool. There's limitations. I can see that. Like if I wanted to tattoo in a hotel room or somewhere that there's no
convention,
fucking power.
You don't gotta bring a bunch of your shit. Like I get it.
Yeah. Like if I had,
it's handy.
If there were 2 hours and I was gonna tattoo 10 hours, I'd sit and plot out all the batteries and have all the motherfuckers charging then. So it's a little bit.
But they had other ones that lasted 6 hours, 8 hours.
That's what I mean. Depending on the company.
Unless you all fucking
battery system, you know.
But one of these batteries seem to be a little off, so.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And you can't really promote the name.
But I just got him to fucking see what was up.
Yeah.
Just the idea. Now that I see, I'm like, I can get something way fucking cooler.
Yeah,
than
because you got to see
this.
what limitations.
Yeah, if I even want to move on with this.
6 hours if you don't like the feel.
Yeah, when I can take that money and just buy a fucking better power unit.
Yeah, if you're sitting there and
power supply.
Here's my thing. It gives you back to that tattoo behind the hand, and that's what I like about these new ones. I feel like I got a fat Sharpie marker in my hand. Yeah. Even with the wire, my wire comes down at a 90 instead of out where it can break. Dude, and I don't know. This is the shit. I don't care. Ego is...
yeah.
You know? And what's the other ones out there? I guess there's... Bishop has one. FK Irons has one. And these are ones I just see on Instagram. I'm bombarded with, you know what I mean? Just all the new ones, and I'm like, ooh. If I had an extra 600 customers, you could get Randy one of them. So, come in and help Randy get, I think, FK Irons. Trav got a Bishop, but his takes a tube.
Yeah.
Still use the tip, but it takes a tube. And the way I learned to wrap these with the sport tape and plastic and cut the sleeve, and I'll wrap my first half with the sport tape, then I'll cover all the way over the halfway up the sport tape, and then do my sport tape right in here. And dude, that totally allows me full momentum. I have that far of an overhang on my fucking, so that little gap. And when I do my plastic, man, I fucking overshoot my plastic. So when I run my, what the fuck's that called? sport tape around it, I'll actually shimmy this. Yeah, baby.
Oh,
God. Excuse me. So anyhow, I'll fucking shimmy that up, and it'll go right around the fucking tip. But then when I go to do a change out, I gotta pull the skin back.
The skin.
Like that. Reveal the head.
That's a great metaphor.
Yeah. And then I can do my tip. But then when I do my change out, I'll come back in, and I'm using Maticide and stuff. So I don't know if I should, because we got the autoclave. So I don't know if I should tear this bitch apart every time, because I wipe it all down with, well, it ain't Maticide, it's Cavicide.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wiping it down with Cavicide and shit. And I'm like, okay. At what point, do you autoclave this? Should I order 10 of these motherfuckers? Like, this is a new thing to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. With tattooing, I'd have all them fucking tubes. I know how to do tubes and make needles and fucking do all that. Make tubes and shit. But they all need autoclave. You don't just sit there and make a new fucking tube every time. And that's where disposables came in nice, because you didn't have to do tubes. You just fucking
fuck doing tubes.
Yeah, but they end up in landfill, so you're better off being fucking lazy.
Yeah, fuck doing tubes.
Do a tube, though.
Fuck that
You know
shit.
what I mean? That was the point of it being surgical stainless. It was like your doctors and dentists. You fucking redid it, autoclaved it, aquanoxed it, whatever you were working with. You know what I mean? I worked with so many different shops, and everybody had a different fucking way to sterilize. Or I work at a different state or different shop, county, even some counties, like in California, up and down the coast, it seemed like every health board had a different regulation. Like Riverside County, they were bearable, you know what I mean? They had a long list, but the more shops come in, the longer their penalty list of how things need, and there need to be regulation, because the more people, more shops, more it's Wild West, So I adapted the way I set up and whatnot based on everything kind of learned over the years, and I'm like, all right, I feel that if I'm gonna tattoo this dildo, I need to condom wrap this motherfucker as much as possible, so nothing seeps through. I don't think the sport tape by itself would be enough, because that shit's porous. Especially when you stretch it, that opens the pores. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I've been lining mine with plastic sleeve that I used on my clip cord, and that shit's been working great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But your toy, I think, is cool.
It's a lot. Just looking at it,
throw a bag over that? Just click it, or use some
throw a bag over it. Because I was gonna fucking sport wrap it, and I'm like, I don't really need to see the light, but it helps just to be able to see the light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't make it go any slower than that. That's the lowest.
Not where you can't see it.
No, but that's what I was saying. So I've just been using a clear bag and shit.
I really think that's cool. I just think that time will tell what situations you need it in. Because after
the length of this,
you'll know how you really feel it.
It's like half the fucking side. If it clipped more closer to that, and then the handle wouldn't be as bad. But I mean, like you said, you kind of end up end up sliding your hand back and whipping and stuff anyways.
Trying to find a balance.
And doing shading and stuff, I don't know. It's interesting.
I think so.
We're closed.
Oh my god, we're not open.
Yeah,
Go
we're
to our
closed.
fucking website, www.dishong.us.
And look at the fucking time.
Hey, we're shooting a podcast.
Yeah.
Phones are ringing off the hook down here at DeShong Tattoo Studio. Even on our days off. And guess what? Our messages are full. Because we don't know how to fucking answer them. Or clear the fucking message out.
Yeah. Did we have a voicemail set up for that?
Yeah.
You have one like, hey, it's the DeShong boys down here.
I gotta hire an IT person.
Yeah.
Fucking come help.
The answering machine's full. We're just thinking about throwing the whole thing out, buying a whole new fucking phone.
So.
This show is very put together. I feel like we talked about so much and
That's just that, man.
that's just that.
What I will start
Is
off
what
with
it
this
is.
real quick because I am happy with these. They look good. But we have now. This was. Is it backwards?
It's backwards.
But it's right ways.
Yeah, it's right your way.
But upside
But in
down
the,
it's right too. When I look
did
down,
that.
because being an
Exactly,
anagram,
yeah.
I read it and it says DeShong.
But in that,
Okay.
maybe, I don't know.
So we got a local print shop to help us push. She made us a bunch of really cool T-shirts and some sweatshirts.
Hoodies. But
yeah.
the hoodies were personally made for us. But we got shirts
those
up.
were personal gifts. But we do have, and we want the DeShong T-shirt, just to show you.
Yeah, Trav invested in some shirts for the shop here.
Yeah. So we got black and white. Keep her simple, man. And
Yeah, we didn't want to do colors. We didn't want gangs.
yeah, so we got small, medium, large, extra large. Anything past extra large or past or small, you're gonna have to just order with us. And we're using Jacinda Jenkins, but what's her shop's name?
I have no idea.
I don't know. We'll have to Google that shit.
I just,
Find out what Jacinda is.
yeah.
But anyhow, it's the girl that Trav tattoos. So she does our shirts for us right now. Because we got our ironed so many fires and we're in some different transitions with setting up the work studio and production studio down there, you know?
Yeah.
So once we get going, we're doing the T-shirts. Sorry. I always digress, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyhow, T-shirts $20, and that goes to Trav. He's the one that did our shirts for us right now with the DeShong logos. So I'm trying to get him to put them up on the site on our new store
along
on
with
the
his
website.
lotions here.
Yeah,
tattoo
and he has been working on. He's been taking a lot of science classes and studying herbology. I think that's what you call him. Maybe he's just herbing it. I don't know. But he has been working really hard on making this and keeping it simple, but being effective for what it needs to heal a tattoo. And what with most products, what you do is you go from one ointment to a lotion, or I've met artists that use just the lotion, and I found lotion burns. I tried that, but if there's any alcohol, 10% even, it fucking lights that bitch on fire. So Trav didn't want that burning and redness in his ointment, but he wanted his ointment to be simple. So we have DeShong lotion, the tattoo lotion, and it's pretty good size. Lotion. It's 1 ounce, and these are $10. Is that what he said? Pretty sure he said $10, because I've been selling them for $10 because I figured tattoo goo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a decent sized can compared to the ones that we had. So yeah,
so
you get way
nice
more.
Full can. There's no additive color, no dyes. It's made with love.
Lots
That's
of love.
very important, like Mama's cookies. It is natural ingredients: unrefined shea butter, cocoa oil, and vegetable glycerin. And there's a magic equivalence of what he has of each into this, but it smells really good. It smells effervescent. Smells like coconuts. But yeah, so we got T-shirts in. We got the DeShong tattoo lotion. For some reason, I just want to keep calling it potion lotion, because the word lotion, the way the L is, looks like fucking P, and it says potion. Well, tattoo potion, which I think that would be cool.
Love and magic.
Yeah, love and magic.
Love and magic.
Kisses from unicorns. Oh, I want to talk about my toys I've been working on. Since I've been working very, very hard, and that's what's been keeping me away from doing a lot of the show and wanting to do a podcast. Well, it ain't a podcast, vlog, but
Vlogcast.
A vlogcast.
That works.
Yeah, that works. We'll make up shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Fucking changing the game.
During my downtime and my days off, cause since we work Wednesday through Sunday, 2 to 8 p.m. as tattooing open walk-ins, first come, first serve. That gives me all morning, so I jump up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. If I sleep to 8, I fucking slept in, you know. But I'm trying to be productive because I don't want to get a real job.
What's that, your pencil sharpener?
Yeah. So I've been getting into the 3D printing and the sculpting and, holy moly, CAD system, you know. I took drafting in high school 4 years, mechanical drafting, and we did it on the table with the rulers. We did it with protractors and compasses and circle templates, you know, French curves, all that, you know. So with this, I'm, you know, spending all my time trying to learn that. So here's what I wanted to show off. I got this thing from Thingiverse, and the file, and it's a rotary tattoo machine, and the chuck vise on this is really cool, man. It's like a split vise chuck, so I added my own based on this because I was like, I put it on grips and stuff, and it works awesome. So if you had, you know how Travis Bishop it takes the tube and then the tip. Obviously, I can buy tubes for that then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I made this for Alex here. I have to get the motors for it and look at the file and see what size motor and stuff it's going to take, because it's made with a certain motor in mind. So there is in the file notes, but look at that, dude, a Stormtrooper. And how many hours does this take to print out? Do you remember? 4 or 5 hours? 6 hours? Because we had to print it in pieces. Printed this, and then it gave me the head.
Probably like 6 hours, maybe.
For the motor, so.
How long was the Yoda? Like 12 hours or some shit? So that might have been like 5 hours.
And then this piece is for the. Fuck. Is for the plug-in, and then it goes into the back. So, the only thing I hate with this file, was this hole and this don't fucking match up. So that's what's kind of keeping me on the hold from finishing this for him right now. They do on the same guy I got this file. I downloaded that skull machine, the Yoda machine. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I'm gonna 3D print the shit out of this. I'm gonna have me a collection of Star Wars fucking tattoo machines and stuff. So this is my first one. I told Al I'll print this one out for him. But I need to manipulate the file of how this is connected. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not right.
Yeah.
So with 3D printing, man, that's the future. Who needs to buy it? You print that shit. You want something, you fucking print it. So we're making our own toys now, man.
Yeah.
You know? So I printed this for Al. It's going to be a rotary tattoo machine. Take a grip and tip. You probably could, though, use, I don't know if I'd want that rotary part, though, because it would ding off your fucking tube, like ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, like fucking dinner bell.
Yeah.
You know, as far as spinning.
What about your other 3D ones?
But with the plunger, that it doesn't matter that the post is going like this, because the momentum is only pushing on the top of that tip. Mm-hmm. Of the cartridge, which is your up and down.
Yeah.
So if you use like how Travis Bishop is, where it takes the tube and then the tip, I think that would work with a setup like this. I wouldn't want to just throw a needle and a traditional needle in it. Mm-hmm. The only reason I know is because I had homemade fucking tattoo machines when I started, and that was the holdup of them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Rotary homemade tattoo machines was the fucking side-to-side motion that you get out of the round, you know? And then it get caught up, and it's almost like a train Do you know what I mean? On a train wheel. Mm-hmm. And since the tube restricts it, it fucking catches. So, anyhow.
Yeah. But the green one, isn't that one whole tube too? That green one that you printed out?
This one?
Yeah. Does it have like a tube that slides into it also?
This is for the hand pokers?
Pokes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this, you can use a disposable. This is... Goddamn Dropies. This is my very first prototype. Well, let me back up. I need to back up because this is the first prototype of another series generation I'm working on. But it all started with this guy. And the way this was born, let me get a close up for you. Me being the pirate that I am, stole this idea. Because I fucking can.
Because I fucking can.
But no, in all seriousness, I have the customers ask me, hey, do you do hand poking? Hey, have you seen the hand poking? Da, 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 da. And anytime I get customers that start asking me shit, that's what I'm going to start looking up more. Hand poking? Fuck yeah, I know about hand poking. I gave myself my first hand poke tattoo when I was 13. I still got it. You know what I mean? So I was like, they're going to pay people to hand poke?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I need a product.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. You can hold a needle. You can tape it to a fucking chopstick. You can tape that shit to a tongue depressor. But that, to me, doesn't look professional. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm coming in, I'm giving you 50, 100, whatever you're asking for an hour, and you pull out a motherfucking tongue depressor, I'm going to rethink my decisions in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll go fucking pull out a sewing needle and a fucking pencil and eraser and needle and thread. I mean, come on now, you know? But there became a trend of art, you know what I mean? So what I did was did some research, and I went on Amazon, and for $20 I bought a hand poke pen that was 3D printed. It's one-time use for $20. It was $20, and then being a Prime member, I got free shipping, you know? So it come in, and I was studying it, and I'm like, I mold and do plastic and resin pouring, and before I was a tattoo artist, I worked in factories and shit, you know what I mean? Or I worked in factories the first 6 years of my tattoo career, and production, and I learned resin and molding and stuff that I needed that applies to what we put in our business now, you know? So I'm like, I can produce this. Now I'm paying $20, but his didn't have a cool skull. Bam! I put a skull on ours. You know why? Because that's sellable. That's novelty. Now, when I get my customers, that, especially the ones I get in, I made them to be disposable even, because that one I bought for $20 was disposable. You know, we autoclave ours and stuff, so they can be autoclaved, but the pores of the plastic, if you didn't wrap all this and you got ink all over your hands, it's gonna fucking stain, because I sand and polish these myself. That's part of my production. But I wrap it also in sport tape to hold the needle down and whatnot. But when I come out with this, I want it so when I open it, my customer first thing thinks I might be getting a hand poke tattoo, but god damn, that's professional looking.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he just justified for me. Why is he charging X amount an hour? So that's what this was about. This was the birth of an idea. And one photo, dude, on Instagram, I have all my pictures on my personal Instagram of the process I've been doing. So I've been keeping track and photo shooting and sharing with the world, like what direction I'm going with. And if hand poking is becoming a trended idea of how to get a style, Randy DeShong got you all set up. So I'm producing it at these at a cost that I can sell these for $5, and they're disposable, not 20. You get 4 of mine, and you get a cool fucking skull, and we got different colors. Now, in this pursuit, this is cool, but not everybody's into skulls, man. I guess not everybody's like me, you know? So I made these for me. These were I wasn't making these to sell. But when I got 3,000 likes on the fucking Instagram, I looked at it out. I was like, dude, I've made so much shit in my life and threw it at the wall, see what stick. I think this stuck, dude. Let's pursue this idea more. So Al's helped me. We've been pouring mad crazy, cleaning, grinding, polishing, autoclaving, and we started a business here called Poke and Sticks, where I was selling these to hand pokers with a whole kit thing, or not single, but 5-packs. We were doing 5-packs. And then I'm like, all right, this slowed down, made some few sales off of it, but I'm like, this isn't the perfected idea. This is still kind of novelty. Me, because the tattoos I did with it, it's cool, it feels cool. But I started playing around with the CAD and 3D system, and then that's where we come up with this. I call this the Subaru muffler.
Yeah.
Because what I was shooting for was, this was too skinny, and my carpal tunnel from just even gripping that, even if I built this up with fucking rubbery stuff, or the sport wrap, I just felt like I was squeezing this motherfucker too much. Like I was really trying to hold on to it. You know what I mean? So, very first, I'm learning CAD. Like I said, I'm YouTubing shit. I'm got stuff on the iPad. And so I designed this first thing. Dropies. See, getting old. Bam. So, and it holds the needle. You don't need a grommet to hold your needle. I designed it that this one has a split grommet up in here, and it clicks the needle down into here. The only thing I found when I'm doing hand pokes is you gotta wrap thread. Because did some videos, and tried to show people that the poking, I'm doing a lot of dipping, getting 3 pokes. So back in the day, when my cousin Kirk was in prison and boys' school, he's like, you gotta wrap it with thread. So I run a bunch of thread through the autoclave in little jewelry pack, sterilization packs that are 2 foot long, that I wrap my needle with, and with the threading of the needle, it helps lock into that groove. So I don't even have to wrap this with sport tape, because the threading locks it, and my top up here locks it. But aesthetically, that fucking thing's ugly, dude.
Yeah.
That's an ugly fucking... I was building it off the basic idea of what I needed in a thing. What did I need? I'm not building this thinking what's fucking someone else needs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make my life easier. So this was my first one. And then as I got farther along in that CAD, I'm sorry for taking over the show.
Nah, that's cool.
But this is what I've been working on the whole time. You know, this is me in my cave, you know. And I don't go out and drink and do all that shit. My spare time is the shop or in the cave or family. Like, that's it, man. So, back to digress. Fuck. Anyhow, this is idea prototype number 2 of the hand poker. So, I come out with this, and it has some mistakes, because as I was still learning, the diameter of this I got wrong, because it's half the circle. I fucking put the number in and made the whole fucking circle. So it's half that I learned. And the learning by mistakes, man. You know what I mean? So with this one, it was cool, but it reminds me of Star Wars. It looks like something they'd ride, like, you know what I mean? But again, I'm cutting out the fat of this one. I'm getting more, you know, more stable.
Fat where you need it.
And here's what I'm thinking with this. I want these to be autoclavable because I've had customers that purchase these go, are these disposable or are they fucking autoclavable? I'm like, well, I autoclave them, but if you don't set them on a drying table at a proper angle, the back head of this, even though this is poured resin, not like bottled plastic, how that shit is, it'd melt.
Yeah.
Or PLA that would melt, like the 3D printed, like this would melt. If I put this in the autoclave, this is just the model. This motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it's color changing.
Yeah, it's color changing. That's what I did. The filament that's color changing.
Yeah, because I was like, what the
these
fuck?
are just
Oh,
models.
yeah.
These aren't. These were just my prototype model to perfect what I think a hand poker needs. You know, so 1, chop down the weight. 2. And then, since I was thinking weight was such an issue, I went to this crazy. I think I smoked a bowl and came up with what's the most delicate one. But again, I'm learning, so I think what threw me off, I was so into the screen of what I was doing. I wasn't thinking of relation to size. It just looked cool. Of course, when it printed out, this is what it gave me. You know, and I'm trying to, you know, make it where
it fits comfortably.
Yeah, where like there's a little notch in here in this back design. And so what helped me, I think, was not being so secretive and sharing with you guys and going, hey, Al, what do you think of these so far? Trav, what do you think of these so far? And with y'all's input, I was able to come up with this, and I feel like this represents us way better. This design on the split chuck up here, so we don't need a grommet, has changed. It's solid now, and the dimensions are tighter. But since it's black, I obviously like fucking black, apparently. Let me get closer, because my black fucking sweatshirt's fucking me up. Boom. This is the new DeShong poker, and we're calling it the Raven because the prototype was made in black, and we have 3/4 inch grip on this circle, pretty sure. But dude, this thing feels awesome. It feels awesome in the hand. Like, I feel like I can, because my thing is, like, I sit there for hours like this, hand poking, and you know, this is fucking my carpal tunnel up. Even though this is my own design, it is fucking my carpal tunnel up. And this is the cat's meow. So based on Trav and yours input, I think we all came together on this idea a lot better, you know? And still, it's a growing idea. And then I made this for molding. This is just to show the class what, you know, goes in like this to be poured, you know. So we are producing these. We will be producing them. I have made some already. Me and Al, we've poured our butts off. And we got these. Bam, look at that. Look at that bright blue. Bam. The colors. Now this we got goofy. We added glitter in some of these.
Those are the ones you and Janet made.
Oh, these are the ones.
Yeah, you and Janet made those ones.
The other ones are downstairs.
Yeah, I helped with the skull ones.
Okay. Yeah, you did help with the skull ones. I'm trying to give you credit, yo.
Yeah, I ain't trying to take her credit.
Yeah, Janet helped me produce these. These were like more like experimental because we're playing with our new color kit. You know what I mean?
Which you get way brighter colors.
Yeah. We got this color kit from Amazon, like this palette of different dyes for the resin, and they come out pastel-y because the plastic's white. Yeah. Now this new one, this is the new one. Look at the.
It's not purple, but it's blue. But
yeah, the depth of color, the richness. Yeah. Look at how rich that is.
Pastel-y look. Look at that. Yeah.
Because the plastic cure is white, the liquid plastic. So depending the opacity of the dye, which that shit's transparent, so obviously it's gonna let the white come through. But there's some really good trippy ones that we made that I don't know if I'm going to put these up for sale or not because I'm just playing around. But, man, I really dig these. I'm definitely going to tattoo with them. So if you'd like to come in and get a hand poked by me, I'd be down to do it. And the cool thing, here's the cool thing. Real cool. This is so cool. I don't throw these away. I give them to my customer. So if you come in and get a hand poked by me, you get to pick your own little poker to take home. If you just so happen to put a sewing needle on this and put it in fucking India ink, that you're on your own. That, you know, just because you give me a wrench don't mean I can fix a car. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's more of a keepsake. I'm not trying to encourage you to fucking tattoo yourself. What I don't want to do is fill landfills with fucking DeShong poker plastic pieces. You know what I mean? Because the goal was to try to make something disposable to keep the price down because I paid 4 times the amount for one. And I'm like, dude, I can totally make that, you know? And this one's super cool with glitter. Let me try to get it close up. Bam. Now this hasn't been finished, so you can see where my pour spouts were and stuff. I haven't, once I get done with it, sand it and polish it. And that's the other thing. It can be autoclaved, so, you know, if you have bloodborne pathogen, I ain't trying to sell these to people that don't understand what they're doing. I'm not trying to promote fucking bad tattooing. It ain't up to me. Fuck, Spalding and Rogers are selling tattoo equipment to everybody. My thing ain't fucking affecting this industry. Yeah. But I'm doing my own thing, and then making this stuff. I got extras. Dude, we got fucking drawers and boxes of fucking pokers.
What's up with that nightmare?
What is it?
That nightmare sitting right there.
What's that shit. Real quick, keychains. We're working on keychains and all kinds of cool shit. Just keep your eye out. Because I did. Let me find a good one. Because here's my thing is, it's all learning curve. So I got, you know, some flaws in some of these pours, but I ended up getting some really nice ones out of it. I just got to dig through them to find it. But we got the new keychain coming out. And they're in different colors. But some of them didn't, you know what I mean, like that. I got some of them come out perfect. No air bubbles, you know. But just to give you a heads up. So I printed the original on my 3D printer and did all the work on my Ender 3 Creality Ender 3 3D printer, and then molded it in silicone. And I was getting silicone on Amazon, and I switched it up to Biddy Brick in the Yard because I feel like I got more support there with certain chemicals and rubbers and plastics that I'm ordering and what I need. Amazon is very limited. Do you know what I mean? I've gotten some plastics and stuff through there and tested them, but that's where I'm getting my air bubbles. This is that cheap plastic I got off Amazon, so I think that's where my air bubbles are coming from. But I will be having keychains up that if you come in, get tattooed by us, you get a DeShong Tattoo Studio keychain. We got nice bright colors, yellows, blues, and pussy pink. Wow. Go get 'em green.
Get 'em green.
Why so gray? The other thing we're working on, we'll get to the back to the monster.
Like back to the monster.
So with getting in 3D printing and wanting to produce our own products, and our own, not products, our own DeShong products. I guess they're fucking products. I don't know what to call them, you know? But
knickknacks.
Yeah, knickknacks. DeShong knickknacks.
Yeah.
I invested into 3 types of printers. Like I said, I got that Creality Ender 3. I've been printing everything on that. I got a Monoprice SLA resin printer, and I trying to print for like a week, and that's where they use light technology with like a liquid resin. and 8 hours of waiting for that sucker to print. This is supposed to be this. But it came out hideous as shit, so I just turned it into a piece of artwork.
It's like, this is,
I just glued it and cut it in half and fucked around, made it into some artwork. Because you can't use it for anything.
Like little bridges
where it should have went in, you know.
What's that about that?
I don't know. Because when that printer prints, it actually prints it like this upside down. So this was the build plate, and as it comes up out, and what sucks with that, it took 3 hours, because I did this one overnight while I was sleeping. So I didn't check in between how fucked up it was. I just got up excited, like, oh, it was 8 hours, something to print. But yeah, so it created weird shelves. So I went and bought a different resins. I spent 8-10 hours a day, 2 days straight. I couldn't get that thing to fucking print. I sent that back to Amazon. I'm like, fuck that. Unless they come out with a better printer. Yeah. And that's the thing. I've seen some other videos with that resin printer. This stuff, you don't feel the layer lines. So I got excited, but in reality, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about layer lines, apparently. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because the Ender, I've been getting stuff down that, yeah, you feel a little grit to it, but for the products I'm making, that texture just gives you something to hold on to and not be so slippy and not actually even need grip tape if you didn't, because there is a texture on there. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, in doing all that, we got to this. The Hulk.
The Hulk.
Green's my favorite color, so. I based the chuck off this chuck because I really liked how it grabbed the tube off that vise, like a crimp chuck with a split in it, you know? I like how it grips down on it. And I don't have to have a nut with, you know, threading and trying to thread into plastic, because that shit ain't gonna hold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I definitely stole that shit.
It's fun.
Don't smoke cigarettes, kids. Not for 30 years, I have. So anyhow.
29, stop.
Again,
29 years of smoking, just stop.
For me, it always starts out with like a base model. What do I need? And then refine from that. So, prototype 1, hand poking. I've seen people want something different than this. I don't know why. This is fucking shit, dude. Black's fucking cool. It's called the Raven. So, this is prototype A. It takes a tube, takes a needle. It's got cool little rubber band nipples on here for those that want to keep it like a machine. Yeah. So prototype 1, and then I like to put my name on everything. So as we got going, we got into other refined perfections. So this one, it's yellow and black because I have to print the nuts separate from the body. You know what I mean? Just because of like supports and stupid shit. So with this, I just threw a black nut because when I mold and put this in silicone to reproduce it, it doesn't give a shit what color my model is. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, boom, split chuck. This was part 2. Same as this, just thinner. So this commercial break was brought to you by
DeShong.
DeShong.
Always and forever.
Tattitude.
And Uncle Cal, he's cool. He does shit.
Cal.
Uncle Cal does shit.
My sister, she does photo work
she does
for
shit.
Us. All right, so now, cut. All right, so this is prototype 2. Boom, and I got my DeShong logo on there. which took me a little bit to figure out. But I got it, man. All them YouTube videos helped me figure this shit out. So this is my new design. It doesn't need a grommet. Has a nice, tight, snug fit for the eye loop. And I will be selling these on their site. But here's the thing, man. I'm just trying to sell to people who want a tattoo. I don't want to promote. And the store don't let me fucking decide. So I don't know if I want to do it through contact. Because if I put these up on the store, and this is my dilemma, I'm opening the world up to whoever fucking buys them. And that doesn't mean that person has bloodborne pathogen training. You know what I mean? Now I'm promoting the AIDS and hepatitis.
Hepatitis.
You know? So I want to be selective of who. And I got friends and people in, you know, Germany and stuff that bought this, which I'm super stoked. Thank you, Michael, in Germany for buying my pokers, dude. Yeah. That was really cool. And we sent it as a gift. Ha ha ha. Rebels. Yeah, rebels. So, this is what we've been working on. Why ain't you done a show, Randy? Why ain't you done a show? Because I've been too busy living fucking life. Now we're in some slow time. Now I guess we gave ourselves some content for a show. What have we been doing? This shit.
This shit.
You know? And I am very proud of this. Han Solo. In carbonite. In glow in the dark filament. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on that. 9-hour print.
What color is this one? Blue?
I think it's blue. Yeah, that one's blue. I put it on Instagram.
Oh shit, that's too much wood.
The other cool thing with my pouring. Would you like a cup of earplugs, Al?
Sure.
Alright, cheers, buddy. Cheers. We are making earplugs. So, this is all the plugs we've poured so far. And they're all different sizes.
So sparkly.
And these are unfinished. So I just poured these. I'm like, hey man, let's take them upstairs for show and tell. You know? But we got teardrop ones that we're working on. And then we got round ones. And there's different sizes. I did a whole cup of black because you know me, I like black. And did a whole... We got 2 other cups, but Al said he didn't want to fucking bring them.
It's a lot. It's a lot to carry.
So we brought I said, well, bring the colored ones, bring the black ones. And then I had a handful of shit walking up out of the cave. But anyhow, we got some clear we're working on. These need finish, and I'm looking at hours of finishing and sanding and polishing. So we're just trying to make and produce stuff that we'll be offering on our DeShong website. I'd rather just do shit through the mail and the shipping, you know what I mean, than everybody trying to find us, because we're so, I don't know, dude, we're kind of out in the middle of town in Huntington, but we're on the backside of a building. We're not on the main street like we were before. We got a better office now and stuff, you know. But as far as street locale, look for the dumpster, yo. That's the best I can tell you.
Or cop cars.
On cop cars on the side, you know, off 6th Street. But if you do want to come in once we have stuff up, but with the studio, we don't really sell retail out of the studio, so we're going to try to take the easy up around this year and do some promotions at like venues and whatnot, sell our stuff we've been making. And
so if you know of any cool events, let us know.
Yeah, if you do know cool events, you know, around Huntington, Cassville, this area, I don't know, I'd probably ride out 50 miles, huh?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Load the hearse up, fucking take stuff up. But we want to do events for people to walk up and spontaneously purchase our stuff we're making, you know, our
or come
artwork.
to your bar mitzvah.
Yeah, bar mitzvah. So, is there anything else we gotta talk about? Is that pretty much? I blab because I'm trying to promote and fucking show you what I'm doing.
Other than that, yeah, we just do same old shit. Tattoo.
Yeah. Tattoo. Still Wednesday through Sunday, 2 to 8 p.m. I was doing 7 days a week. God, for what, year and a half now?
Yeah, forever.
Yeah, I was doing 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. with an appointment, and then doing walk-in hours from 2 to 8. But since I've been doing all my mornings and my days off with the 3D printing and molding and making stuff, the only time I'm offering now is walk-in or appointment from 2 to 8 Wednesday through Sunday. And for me, I've been doing $100 an hour for 20 plus years. So back when minimum wage was $3.75 an hour, they couldn't afford me then, you know. So it was a luxury. Tattoos are still a luxury. You don't have to fucking have a tattoo. So, but this year, the boys will still be $100 an hour, but I'm doing my pricing different because I have so much going on, running the website, making stuff, tattooing, all this crap, and it's just pastime, really, you know. So during that, I'm going to be tattooing at $200 an hour. I talked to some of my other friends, and I'm like, you know, I'm doing a lot of stuff that people want, and I'll do that. But you guys, a lot of that work's going to end up going to Yuns because of, so get ready. You're going to be doing a lot of upside down crosses.
I'm fine with that. I just like the tattoo.
You know? Yeah.
I'll show everyone your dumb tattoo. I'll put it on my Facebook. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
As long as it's clean.
Kinda
That's
sometimes.
My thing.
I'm just lazy sometimes and don't post
trying to right now. I've been such a street artist. When I was in California, it was all custom. When we first opened, we worked a lot of custom because we were limited with what we could print out, so everything had to be drawn on, you know, or pre-drawn, copied. Now we got all of our printer shit and stencil makers, but now we can kick out with walk-ins and stuff easier.
Yeah.
I digressed again. I forget where the fuck I was going.
Something about we're so awesome. I don't know. Something like that.
It wasn't that. Oh, $200 an hour is what I'm doing for your cute Pinterest tattoos. The boys are $100 an hour. So they work by appointment. If you want to get with them, hit them up on Facebook.
$50 hand picks.
Yeah. But I'm doing $100 an hour. You want $100 an hour? You want me to stay at his price? Then you have to get Randy DeShong artwork. I am not doing $100 an hour for this internet stuff. You know what I mean? That's what the boys are for. They're more glad. They will put more love in your tattoo than I'm just like, oh, it's another one. You know what I mean? That's not right. That's why I'm backing off. And if you're going to do it, you're going to make me excited to do it again. And I'm going to do it in 15 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever, you know, or if they spend an hour and a half. But I'm going to spend 2 hours putting their stencil on and moving it and changing it and making it bigger, making it smaller. It's a half-hour setup. And there's all this stuff, and the damn tattoo took 3 minutes. But they took 2.5 hours of my time to get that on them.
And all we charge is needle time.
Yeah, so that's $200 an hour, and then I'm doing $100 an hour for my artwork because I have so much artwork out there and so much flash. I've done 68 sheets of flash, dude, in fucking 26 years. You know what I mean? So if you can't pick my own artwork by me, that's mine, that I'm excited to do again. Do you know what I mean? Because since we've had the shop, I've been that street artist again. I get some great customers and clients. Yeah. But what I get is me doing a lot of that street shop stuff again. I feel like I'm in Venice and they're just picking it off the wall, but instead of the wall, the phone is the wall, and they're like, I want this, and I'm like, oh.
People aren't creative. That's the thing too. Nobody can think of anything. Because people go, "Hey, I want so and so tattooed," and it's already something that's like done.
I only got so much time anymore.
Yeah.
That's where you guys will have to step up this year. Al and Trav are $100 an hour. I'm doing 2 and then 100 if it's Randy DeShong's artwork, and then the hand poke. I'm still doing it 50 an hour because it is what it is, dude, you know. And you get to keep your poker. So whatever you get to, you know, you do the $50 minimum, you get a free poker that you say, dude, he took and poked me with this. And I poked myself with some more. I hope not. I'm not trying to push that, but hey, let's make the world a more prettier place and promote tattooing, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, the website's www.dishong.us, and we also purchased and tied to that same site, www.pokeinsticks.com. Yeah, com.
Hopefully.
And then fuckclub.me, but that's a whole other future project. Yeah. So, yeah, cool. Al checked it as pokeinsticks.com.
This is .us.com.me, everything.
I guess the other thing too, before we close, was our pokers, our DeShong smoker pokers we've been making. Since we're pouring resin and stuff, we grab even just the skull ones, dude, because that really shows our color palette. Because we're making all these smoker pokers for people who know what DeShong smoker pokers are. It's hard to explain in Pennsylvania. But for those who smoke pipe tobacco, and I'm a big pipe tobacco smoker.
It helps break up your cabbage.
Yeah. And it caps your pipe. I gotta remember to call it a pipe. It caps your pipe so you can snuff it out. It acts as a knocker so you can knock debris out, and you can poke and clean your tubing and stuff with it. We've been making smoker pokers since 2006. This was part of our original DeShong design. But we've added new things like the new skull and stuff, the new monster heads, the bobbleheads, and we're keeping them reasonable. Like, we're doing these for $3 for the skull pokers. The monster heads, they're 3 to 5. The big heads are 5, little heads are 3. And we will have these up on the site. It just takes forever to take pictures of all this stuff and add it on the website. So, some more show and tell. But yeah, you can come down and get pokers and t-shirts and the ointment. We do have that in shop. The thing is, yeah, we don't have a lot of room in this studio. It's all about the tattoos and the artwork, so we don't have big displays and jewelry, and we provide the jewelry with our piercings, so we don't have aftermarket. Everybody sells jewelry nowadays. You can buy jewelry on fucking Wish, man. So I'm not doing aftermarket. I'm just doing the initial piercing. We have a nice price list. You know, piercings, tattoos, artwork, and whatever other products we make. But I don't know. You got anything to add to all this?
Your mic wasn't on the whole time.
Shut the fuck up. So I guess we'll end it with that. Come on down to DeShong Tattoos.
You know where to find us.
644
666.
Cut. We don't call ourselves. We don't know our own fucking number. What is it we got there? Alright, let's do this right. Oh my god, I was so far off because I think I was going off the old number out front.
Yeah, 1431 and some shit.
Yeah, so DeShong Tattoo Studio, 600 Washington Street, Huntington, PA, 16552. Phone number is 814-907-6191. And if you're not calling during shop hours, you probably ain't going to get a hold of us because our shit's full and we need an IT person to help us figure that out. We can't learn everything, man. We're trying. So it does come on and it says, we're having a good time down here, and we are. So come down and have a good time with us. This is a Tattitude show. It ain't loaded like no other motherfucking show. It's motherfucking Tattitude, Tattitude, Tattitude. What's your motherfucking tattoo? Peace out. Hail Satan! No, I don't do that. We'll lose everybody. Alright, that's it.
Oh, yeah, record. Oh, yeah, because it does zoom in, I guess.
Does it? Yeah,
it
kicks
cuts
in.
shit off. Cuts
Let's
part
see,
of it
now
off.
I can set it. Mic check.
Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check.
I set this back. Oh, it's
Mic check.
This thing too. Mic check.
So you see, there was this blind man walking down the street. He walked by a fish store and he said, "Good morning, lady."
I'm the mumbler. You might not recognize me, but I'm Randy DeShong.
You did click your power button thing on though. Power button? Yeah. No, I was just making sure that you
Hey. And today's guest, we have Al's wife and his baby. Look at baby Cora. Come here. Come, Pappy, and be on our TV show. Come, Pappy. Oh, the next generation tattooer right here. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Say hi to the camera. Oh, where you going? Look at all this cool stuff. Say whoop, whoop. You want to talk in it? Say something. Look. Woo! Hello. She's like, no. Too much weird shit happening right there. Alright. There, now you feel better, huh? She's like, who the fuck is dude is the black mustache? She don't recognize. You don't recognize your own pap?
You totally do look a little different.
Oh, totally, dude.
I was like, did you see dad dyed his hair and his beard? It's like, no.
I got the blackest fucking black you could get. Look at that. Makes my bald spot pop out more. You gonna be on our show? Hmm? Hey.
fucking strings.
It's Pat. I know, 10 years younger, right? Yeah, the CV says yesterday, I look totally fucking different. Alright.
Is it pouring out?
Eruption. come to our show.
No.
Is my wife
Fuck
Janet.
no, she
Well,
said
come
so.
on, you wanted to come in, Miss Knocky Knock Knock.
I just wanted to tell you I was going up carries.
Well, what time is it?
They were
Oh, it's only 4. Okay.
Well, we're still shooting our show. You put yourself in that spot. Huh?
couldn't stop.
Okay. We can edit this.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sexing me up as good as you do. Oh my God, he said that on camera.
It just
The
looked weird
world
'cause-
is gonna know. They have sex.
Can't tell anybody, but
Okay, I love you. All right.
Yeah, I see.